Welcome to AnimeFan Narrations, Solo Leveling Episode 20, Chapter 71, Part 2.
Yoo Jinho felt his heart drop to his stomach.
Myunghwan was involved in the Red Gate incident?
How could this have happened? Yoo Jinho's mind was in turmoil, but then he remembered something.
Wait, a few days ago?
Han Songyi, who had previously ignored Myunghwan, was now chatting with him amicably.
What was the female hunter's name?
It's Ms. Han Songyi.
Yoo Jinho's mouth fell open. So this was the secret behind Myunghwan and Han Songyi's relationship.
That means...
The unknown helper speculated all over the news as if completing his thought. Yoo Myunghan continued.
It was thanks to Sung Jinwoo that Ms. Han Songyi and our Baeko members managed to escape the Red Gate alive.
Oh my god.
Myunghwan, what exactly were you doing over there? Yoo Jinho felt a mix of surprise and happiness at hearing his Myunghwan's name. Forgetting his father was right in front of him, he boldly asked,
What happened in the Red Gate?
Yoo Myunghan glanced to his side for approval. Yoo Myunghan nodded. Eager to share the details, the hunter happily recounted everything that had happened in the Red Gate.
Well, where to begin?
Yoo Jinho listened, his eyes sparkling with interest.
We were initially surprised to hear that 2 E-rank hunters would join our training, but...
Yoo Myunghan began to describe the events like a child showing off a new toy to his friends. However, he wasn't the only one excited by the story.
An A-rank hunter?
I know, right? He just slapped him like pow, and Kim Cheol went down like boom.
Wow.
Every new accomplishment of Myunghwan made Yoo Jinho's heart race faster.
As expected of Myunghwan.
Defeating high-level magic beasts was one thing, but to think he could take down an A-rank hunter with a single blow, knowing that this man was his Myunghwan, filled Yoo Jinho with awe and pride.
Then dozens of ice elves appeared out of nowhere. I really thought we were done for, but...
So engrossed were they in the story that time seemed to fly by. The tale of the Red Gate wasn't short, but before they knew it, Yoo Myunghan had reached the end.
It was incredible. Sung Jinwoo was the savior of everyone there.
Yoo Jinho nodded along without even realizing it. Yoo Myunghan's sentiments were entirely understandable to him. After all, Myunghwan had saved him numerous times.
And to think we couldn't share the tale of our savior. It was hard for me to accept Baeko's decision on this matter. Luckily, the chairman reached out to me and...
Yoo Myunghan interrupted Yoo Myunghan at the perfect moment.
Hunter Yoo Myunghan them.
Yes, sir?
I believe that's sufficient.
I apologize. I got a bit carried away.
Yoo Myunghan lowered his head slightly, feeling embarrassed. Yoo Myunghan then turned to his son.
When I looked into Hunter Sung Jinwoo, a surprising name appeared.
Yoo Myunghan pointed at a name on the document in front of him. His finger rested on Yoo Jinho's name. The document was one of the raid reports the young hunter had given to his father at the start. His finger moved to another name on the document, Sung Jinwoo. Raid leader Yoo Jinho. Raid member Sung Jinwoo. The evidence was irrefutable.
He found me out.
His plan to use a powerful hunter's abilities for his Guildmaster license had been discovered. Yoo Jinho's expression turned serious.
Do you deny that Hunter Sung Jinwoo's assistance was crucial in your Guildmaster license plans?
No, sir.
Anything else to add?
The future looked grim for the young man. With Myunghwan's involvement exposed, convincing his father of his worthiness for Yoojin Guild seemed impossible. His father's gaze remained fierce. In the past, Yoo Jinho would have crumbled under that stare.
But...
He couldn't back down now. For the first time in his life, Yoo Jinho summoned the courage to stand up to his father. With his head bowed, he raised his voice.
Father, could you please entrust Yoojin Guild to me?
All right.
Huh?
Surprised by the calm response, Yoo Jinho looked up.
I'll leave Yoojin Guild to you.
What?
You mentioned it yourself. It's too risky to leave the guild to an outsider. With you here, is there any need to take unnecessary risks?
But I tried to deceive you, Father.
So what? Did you think I would scold you and chase you away?
Was he mistaken? His father's expression remained stern, his lips set in a firm line, but Yoo Jinho felt as if his father was smiling.
If you had recklessly entered these dungeons without a plan, maybe I would have. I don't recall raising a fool for a son.
Yoo Jinho felt his face heat up.
If I hadn't met Myunghwan, Father would be yelling at me and sending me away right now.
Actually, he probably would have died before that. Yoo Jinho mentally sighed in relief.
However, I have a condition.
Yes, sir.
This hunter Sung Jinwoo, could you bring him into Yoojin Guild?
Yoo Jinho's eyes widened.
Myunghwan to our guild?
A fleeting light crossed Yoo Myunghan's eyes.
Yes.
Yoo Jinho struggled to respond.
Oh no.
He knew he needed to appear confident before his father, but the person in question was Myunghwan. All he could do was ask and hope for the best. So, he spoke truthfully to his father.
I'm not sure.
Good. There'd be no point to a condition if it were that easy.
Chairman Yoo Myunghan took a sip of water and then wiped his mouth with a handkerchief.
If you fail, I'll hand the guild over to your brother. Are you willing to take the risk?
Determination filled Yoo Jinho's face.
I've worked hard for this chance.
If he gave up now, he wouldn't be able to face Myunghwan, who had supported him all along. With a serious look, Yoo Jinho answered,
Yes, I'll try.
Good.
With his father's final word, the agreement between them was sealed. Yoo Myunghan gave a silent nod to dismiss his son, and Yoo Jinho said his goodbyes and left. Yoo Myunghan removed the handkerchief from his mouth. He struggled to hide the smile forming on his face.
That brat?
To think he'd ask for control of the Yoojin Guild. He had an inkling of what Yoo Jinho wanted when his son requested this meeting, but he didn't expect such resolve.
As expected, a tiger's cub is a tiger.
The smile on Yoo Myunghan's face widened.
Holy crap, the chairman Yoo Myunghan is smiling.
Go Myunghwan was stunned. The chairman's nickname was Poker Face. No matter the situation, he was known for maintaining his stern and intense expression. Noticing Go Myunghwan's astonished look, Yoo Myunghan turned to him and asked,
Hunter Nim, is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, sir.
You've defeated a mid-level demon. You've earned 300 experience points. You've earned 1 demon soul. You've defeated a mid-level demon. You've defeated a mid-level demon.
Despite seeing the accumulation of experience points and souls with each demon he defeated, Jinwoo felt no fatigue.
Collected demon souls, 4,388 of 10,000.
Still not even halfway.
It felt like he had been hunting demons endlessly, yet the target of 10,000 souls remained distant. And his level?
Level 69.
He had gained 2 more levels after a day. The pace had slowed, but it was still faster compared to the soul collection rate. Even now, he continued to earn experience points.
Mid-level demon, you've earned 300 experience points. You've earned 1 demon soul.
After slaying the last demon before him, Jinwoo stretched and surveyed the area. Surrounded by his shadow soldiers standing at attention, countless mid-level demon corpses lay scattered. Jinwoo smiled and clapped his hands together.
Good job, everyone.
The soldiers that had fought bravely returned to his shadow. While they could collect magic cores in regular dungeons, only Jinwoo could gather the drops here.
Would you like to acquire it?
After all, he was the only one who could respond to the system's messages.
This part's a bit inconvenient.
So, if the number of demons was small, Jinwoo would handle them alone. The soldiers were only summoned when facing larger groups. After each battle, Jinwoo moved from one corpse to another, extending his hand to collect the drops.
What made this so enjoyable for Jinho to keep volunteering?
Thinking of his dongseng, Jinwoo smiled as he continued his task. The term dongseng is a Korean word that refers to a younger sibling, or someone younger with whom you have a close relationship, like a little brother or sister. There was another inconvenience here. In the demon castle, shadow extraction was impossible. The low-level and mid-level demons he fought didn't emit the black smoke that indicated a potential soldier.
Even when I stare at the corpses, all I get is,
The mana is contaminated. It's not a possible target for shadow extraction.
The message indicating that extraction was impossible due to contaminated mana.
well, what can I do?
Feeling disappointed, Jinwoo continued collecting drops from the corpses.
You found 29 mid-level demon's horns. Would you like to acquire them all?
Jinwoo grinned broadly.
Of course.
Seeing the items materialize on the ground, Jinwoo forgot about the disappointment regarding shadow extraction.
Nothing I could use.
Then everything must go. The recent mass sale of junk items had significantly boosted his hoard.
Current gold, 914,690,772.
Wow! Jinwoo felt satisfied seeing the amount of gold he had accumulated. His funds for the systems shop had surpassed 900 million.
Makes sense. A single demon's horn is about 200,000, and I've hunted 4,000 of them.
Adding the other random items sold here and there, the gold had piled up quickly.
Should I buy an S-rank weapon or armor?
Jinwoo shook his head. He didn't feel the need for it right now and didn't want to spend gold unnecessarily.
I'm sure I'll need it someday.
Jinwoo closed the inventory and dusted off his hands. The area was mostly cleared. He had long since obtained the entry permit for the 51st floor. All that remained was to head to the magic elevator. Jinwoo turned his attention to the pillar of light. Guarding the magic circle was a colossal demon flanked by numerous high-level demons. Jinwoo's eyes moved to the giant demon's name, hovering above it in black letters.
Overlord of the lower floors, Volkhan of Avarice.
The demon had an enormous, muscular body, appearing to weigh several hundred tons. In its hands was an enormous, intimidating club. Jinwoo couldn't help but smile.
So that's the halfway boss?
Jinwoo had always had positive experiences with the bosses in the instant dungeons. They provided a substantial amount of experience points and dropped valuable items. Compared to boss-level magic beasts that often yielded little reward, boss-level monsters were like treasure chests.
I wonder what this one will drop.
Jinwoo grinned as he swallowed in anticipation.
Solo Leveling, Chapter 72, Part 1.
Let's get this started.
The shadow soldiers materialized behind Jinwoo. His army consisted of infantry, mages, beasts, and the two knights. Leading them was Jinwoo. The two knights stepped forward, flanking him. Ygritte to his right, Iron to his left. Seeing the pair, Jinwoo felt a surge of pride.
They're pretty reliable.
Even though they were part of his skill, they felt like comrades who had his back. This gave Jinwoo a sense of security.
Thanks for watching Solo Leveling on AnimeFan Narrations. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for updates. Share your thoughts in the comments. See you next time.